Hey there, YouTube. This is Vargas XX78 with another Tales from the Vargas Vault. I was actually going through my room and I decided to make a video about the contents in this comic book box. As I've mentioned before in a whole bunch of my videos, I'm a huge fan of the What If series. I just really like seeing my favorite comic book characters thrown into these different situations. Which is why I'm a huge fan of the whole multiverse, both in Marvel and DC. I love the Elseworld stories, and I really like when Marvel, again, takes their character and puts them in a different light. Something happens to them, and their whole destinies are changed. I've already done a What If collection video, but I wanted to again talk about what I have inside this comic book box, which are my other Marvel alternate universe comic books. So the first one that we have in this box is the Marvel Zombies graphic novel. Again, I missed out on the single issues of this, which I really regret. Because when I actually decided to pick it up, they were already on issue 3, and issue 1 and 2 were really, really expensive, even the second printings. So I decided to wait out on the hardcover trade, and the story is really, really cool. It shows what happens with the Marvel superheroes if they got turned into these bloodthirsty, flesh-eating zombies. And they also had to battle with Galactus, which is what I really, really liked about this series. Okay, let's go through the books. Actually, let's switch the box over here. Okay. So, we have Marvel Zombies Encyclopedia, the Book of Angels, Demons, and Various Monstrosities. I actually bought this because I thought it had a little bit more to do with the Marvel Zombies, but it's just one of these Marvel A to C books that talks about all the supernatural monsters in the Marvel universe and its alternate realities. It does have the Marvel Zombies, but it also has things like Dracula and Mephisto and Blackheart, and it gives a character biop on everyone. So. And we got Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness. This was a really, really good crossover between the Army of Darkness universe. Ash Williams travels into the Marvel universe during the first days of the Marvel zombie outbreak. And, he thinks it's the Deadites, that the Book of the Necronomicon brought back all these zombies, but he has no idea that they're actually the Marvel zombies that are wreaking havoc in this universe. But I really, really like this mini. And we have issue 2. Another thing I really like about these Marvel Zombies books are the covers. The covers are really, really cool. That's Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness 2. Okay, this one. This is the Marvel Zombies Dead Days one-shot. Kind of a compliment to the Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness. They also explain a little bit of the early days of the outbreak, how the Reed Richards of this universe created that portal, and how they got rid of the Xavier School and so on. Really, really a good book, but it's weird that it was out of order there. There we go. Then we have Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness 3. Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness 4. And Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness 5. And we continue with I bought these Black Panther issues because they had the Marvel Zombies. This was when Storm and T'Challa were part of the Fantastic Four, and they got thrown into the universe of the Marvel Zombies. This is when they already had the powers of Galactus, and they're ravaging the universe. And in these issues, they eat the Skrull homeworld. So this is 29, and I only picked these books up because of the Marvel Zombies. This is 30. Then we got Marvel Zombies 2. The Marvel zombies that have the power of Galactus have already eaten everything in the universe. They've basically destroyed everything. So they decide to go back to Earth and find Reed Richards' dimensional portal to keep feasting. But this is issue 2. But as the story progresses, since they haven't eaten in a while, they start to recruit. They start to turn good again. So they have this little civil war thing going on between the guys that don't want to eat people anymore and the guys that want to continue, ravaging the multiverse. This is issue 4. Like I said, I really, really like the covers. They're like, um, they take classic Marvel covers and then zombify them, which I really, really like a lot. This is issue 5, which concludes Marvel Zombies 2. Then we got Marvel Zombies 3. In this one, Machine Man is actually brought in to travel to the universe of the Marvel Zombies because Morbius, the living vampire, needs a tissue sample, and he travels with Jocasta to the universe of the Marvel Zombies. In the aftermath, after the Galactus zombies left, there still seems to be some zombies left over somehow, which is weird because I thought the Galactus zombies killed everyone, but Wilson Fisk survives, and he's cloning people so that the zombies have something to eat. So Machine Man, this is a really, really cool Army of Darkness reference. I'm sorry, Evil Dead, not Army of Darkness. So Machine Man, decides to stop the whole operation. This is issue 4. And we got Marvel Zombies 4, where Morbius unites with all the Marvel supernatural beings like Werewolf by Night, Son of Satan, and I forget who she is, but they also had Man-Thing, which I thought was really, really cool. They don't deal much with the Marvel zombies. They only deal like with zombie Deadpool. But that was, I thought it was really cool that they got everyone. This is issue 2. Like they got people like Werewolf by Night and Morbius and everyone dealing with this zombie plague. Because the Hood actually wants to weaponize, this zombie outbreak. But again, they had Man-Thing. I thought that was really, really cool. And this is issue 4 of Marvel Zombies 4. I'll switch here, see if I can get better lighting. Yeah. Then we got Marvel Zombies Return. This one focuses a bit on the Marvel Zombies. By Marvel Zombies 2, all the zombies got transported to a different dimension. They got transported to a different Earth during different time periods. So this one deals with how, everyone got zapped into this new universe. And we got Marvel Zombies Return 2. Marvel Zombies Returns 3. Return 4. And Return 5. Which includes the whole thing. Then we got Marvel Zombies versus Marvel Apes one shot. Evil Evolution. Basically, it's a crossover between alternate realities where the Marvel superheroes are all monkeys, and they fight the Marvel zombies. I also didn't pick up Marvel Apes, but yeah, I thought this was so ridiculous it had to be awesome, and it's actually a pretty good read. But yeah, you got zombies versus monkeys. That's that's so hilarious. And we got Marvel Zombies 5. This one has Machine Man and Howard the Duck traveling through different dimensions and getting samples of the zombie plague. They, reference things like they call some zombies Romero zombies, they call Comet zombies, they call Raimi zombies, because they're powered by unknown forces, they're powered by the Necronomicon, and they're powered by a comet. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. It was weird seeing Howard the Duck team up with Machine Man, but I really like that it's traveling to different dimensions while at the same time fighting against these zombies. So I thought that was really really cool. This is issue 3. This is the one where they deal with the Necronomicon zombies. This is issue 4, where they travel to this future where everyone turns into a zombie thanks to a computer virus. And this is issue 5, the variant edition. This one actually, they travel to Earth Prime, where this random huge comic book geek gets infected by the zombie plague, and it's really funny because he gets rigor mortis, and so he can't move. So they find him and they're like, "What happened to this poor sap?" And they blow off his head. I just thought that ending was really really funny, but really good series. And we got Marvel Zombies Supreme. This one has nothing to do with the Marvel Zombies universe. Someone basically tried to clone the Squadron Supreme with some dead bodies and combining it with clone DNA. But something happened and they got zombie clones. So it doesn't have much to do with the original Marvel Zombie Plague. It's just like its own thing. I liked this one a lot. Issue 2 was actually the best one in this series because it has Hyperion traveling to Kansas, so he eats Ja and Pa Kent, Ma and Pa Kent, and he eats all of the football squad, and he ends up cutting the head off of Superman. I thought that was hilarious. But this one's the best issue of the Supreme series. The other ones weren't that good. The covers are still pretty awesome, but the best thing about the books were they returned Jack of Hearts. That's a big thing that happened here, that they returned Jack of Hearts in issue 4. Who died during the whole Avengers Disassembled thing. But they brought him back, and I haven't seen him in anything, so I don't know what happened with that. The cover on this is really, really beautiful. I really like this cover a lot. Which is, again, the thing that the Marvel Zombies books have, that they're really, really awesome. I also picked up Marvel Zombies Destroy, which has Howard the Duck fighting against Nazi zombies, but I don't have that one yet on the box because I'm still rereading that. Then we have Marvel Universe versus Wolverine. This is a different universe where everyone has been de-evolved and they've become like these savage cannibals. Again, this is during the origins of the plague. The Punisher is actually the one that caused the whole thing, but this is like the prequel book that came out. Because then we had Marvel Universe versus Wolverine 2. And Marvel Universe versus Wolverine 3, where he has a kick-ass fight against the Hulk. Because, in a world where everyone is rage-fueled cannibals, the Hulk, that's just pure rage, reign supreme. I thought that was really, really cool. And the whole thing ends with Marvel Universe versus Wolverine 4, which shows a little bit more hope. The ending is a lot more hopeful than the Punisher one. The Punisher one was cool, but was really, really dark and depressing. This came out before versus Wolverine. Again, the Punisher was the one responsible for the whole thing, and he's basically hunting down uh, Patient Zero, which was Spider-Man, and he's also dealing with Deadpool and everything. But that's issue 1, and we have issue 2, where the Punisher takes revenge for Wolverine by throwing an adamantium-tipped arrow through the Hulk's skull. That was really cool, if a bit implausible that the Punisher took out the stronger Hulk. Then we have issue 3, and it ended with issue 4. Again, a really, really depressing ending, but it fit. It fit with the character. But yeah, I really like this one. I don't think they might make another book. I don't see how. They covered the first days with the Wolverine issue, and this is like the end of the whole thing. But if they make another one, I'd buy it. Okay, then we have the Amalgam books. This was a really, really cool thing that Marvel and DC did together when they released a Marvel vs. DC. Their universe merged for a while there. So their characters, a lot of characters kind of like combine into these new characters. And I really, really like the concept behind this. I thought it was amazing to see, like characters like Batman combined with Wolverine to create Darkclaw. Or Superman with Captain America and they created Super Soldier. I actually have those books, but I have them on, for example, the Darkclaw books are on my Wolverine boxes, and my Super Soldier books are on the Superman boxes, so I don't have them on this box, but this is Doctor Strange Fate, an amazing combination. They combined Doctor Strange with Doctor Fate, but he's a villain in this universe. But still, I thought the character just looks amazing. The design on the guy is really, really cool. Then they had another awesome thing called Speed Demon that combined Ghost Rider with the demon Etrigan. Another visually amazing comic book character. Just the look of him, just look at the cover, it's freaking amazing, I thought. And we have Bullets and Bracelets, which combined the Punisher with Wonder Woman. The Punisher is Frank Castle with Steve Trevor, and Wonder Woman is still just Wonder Woman. But they travel to Apocalypse to rescue their child. Then we have Magneto and the Magnetic Men, which has Magneto creating his Brotherhood of Mutants out of the Metal Men. And we also have Generation Hex, which is Generation X with the universe of Jonah Hex, so it's a Western book. And we have the sequel, Magnetic Men featuring Magneto. I'm still missing a few more Amalgam books I want to track down. I want to track down Amazon, which is Storm raised by the Amazons. And I want to pick up Thorion, which is Thor and Orion. And Iron Lantern, which is Green Lantern with Iron Man. I'm still trying to track those down, but those are really, really hard to find somehow. I haven't been able to pick them up, but I'll definitely track them down at this year's Comic-Con. And we have the 1602 books. Neil Gaiman did this thing where it's the Marvel Universe, but like in ancient times, in 1602. Something happens, the world is ending, and no one knows why. So, the Marvel superheroes are kind of popping up in centuries before they were supposed to pop up. This is issue 2. So we got like the Voyagers of the Fantastic, which is this sailing ship where the Fantastic Four were born, and they have their own version of Doctor Doom, who's planning to overthrow the Queen of England. And they have this Daredevil-like guy. It's issue 4. Oop. And issue 5. I don't know if I'll be able to get through this box in one video, so I might have to make a second video. This is issue 6. Issue 7. And issue 8. And the big reveal about this is that the reason why the Marvel Universe is being reborn in this timeline is that in the future the Superhuman Registration Act happens. So they're hunting down all the superheroes, and the last one left is Captain America, Steve Rogers. So their brilliant plan in the future is to vanish him to the past. So he actually arrives in America in the past, so he helps out the Native Americans and becomes a Native American himself, and he teaches them stuff like English and how to really advance their culture, because at the end of the book, the remaining superheroes travel to America to fix the time hole, and that's when they decide that Steve Rogers is the anomaly, so they send him back to the future, but everything has already been created. So I thought it was a really good alternate reality issue. I just really liked it. And then they continued the series, but again, things are falling down here, so I still have half a box to go. So I think I'm going to stop the video here, because I'm already running I must be running like at least 20 minutes. So I'll stop the video here and make this a two-parter, guys. So please stay tuned for that, and see you then.